We're dressing to impress. Today on WickWired. What's the first thing people notice when they enter your home? We all try to dress up our home so they'll communicate things about us. What we like, what our values are, where we've traveled, and sometimes how much money we have. Victorians did the same things in their home, in a practice we call first impression management. If you walked into a Victorian home, the first thing you would have noticed was this, a hall stand. It's like a 19th century coat rack, but there's an important difference. Today, we might put any old piece of clothing on our coat rack, like an old jacket or a favorite hoodie. But in the 19th century, Victorians placed their finest clothing on a hall stand. The point of a hall stand isn't storage, it's display. The hall stand was a massive, expensive piece that dominated the front hall. And if you had one in your home, you announced your social status to any strangers. Guests of the Wickwires relaxed here, in the Ingle Nook, one of the home's most impressive features. Ingle is an Old English word for fire, so it's a fire nook. The archway distributed the heat so that all of the guests could remain warm.
The Ingle Nook was a popular feature of colonial homes, where women would do the cooking around a hearth. But the Ingle Nook made a comeback in 1876, when America celebrated its 100th anniversary. Ingle Nooks became a nostalgic feature of the arts and crafts movement, which thrived after the centennial. Above the Ingle Nook, a carved lion's head stands guard over the hall. The lion is the symbol on the Wickwire family crest, going back to 17th century England. You'll find lions throughout the house.
These are our cranes, Felix and Olive. Chester imported them straight from Japan. They played a role in first impressions, too.
During the summer, Chester put them outside to show off the Wickwire's taste for Asian art. During the winter, they stood on either side of the Ingle Nook.
For safety reasons, we keep them in the fernery today. Besides, Cora gets kind of lonely sometimes. Managing first impressions is also important when there's a party going on.
Party guests drove their carriages up the side driveway and parked them in front of the carriage house.
Then, a servant welcomed them through this elaborate stained glass door. This door is designed to impress the Wickwire's most important social callers, with its colorful scenes of a Japanese island. Once you were inside, the Wickwire's servant, Margaret Stack, led you into the gold parlor. This is the ultimate dress-to-impress room, with its delicate crown molding, fine furniture, and antiques.
The Wickwires entertained guests around a parlor suite. This consisted of 7 pieces of furniture: the man's armchair, the woman's armchair, the sofa, and 4 side chairs.
These are just a few examples of how the Wickwires managed first impressions. To learn more, visit the 1890 house, Thursdays through Saturdays from 11 to 5, or Sundays from 11 to 3.